Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you present over here. Welcome back with a new video about area and parameter of a parallelogram. So let's go towards the objectives. So in today's lesson, we'll be recalling what basically area and parameter is. We will also look into 2D and 3D shapes for that, and we will also look at what basically volume is. After that, we'll be learning how to calculate the area of simple figures. Simple figures like basically circle, rectangle, oval, basically square, rectangle. After that, we will actually explore the formation of parallelograms. We will look at trapeziums if we have some time. We will also calculate the area of a parallelogram. We'll also learn how to calculate its area. So let's begin. So get ready. So you all have learned about different shapes. You might all know that we have a rectangle shape, we have a square shape, we have a triangle shape, we have a circle shape, and so on. So other shapes which you have are actually made up of these shapes, which we're going to look at today, that parallelogram and trapezium. You will explore that they are actually made up of any one of these shapes. Before we move forward, let's talk about this. What is going to be the area? What is actually the area? Think for a moment. What does the word area means? If I say don't go in this area, it means that you're not supposed to go to a specific place, a specific part of your ground or of your house. So basically, area is how much space is occupied by an object. But area is mostly referred to for 3D shapes. So basically, we have another word as well, just the same meaning as area. Can you guess that word? Yes, you're right. It's actually the volume. So what is the difference between these two words? Area is mostly referred to for 2D shapes, and volume is referred for 3D shapes. Area is the space occupied by 2D shapes, whereas volume is the space occupied by 3D shape. It's the how much space any object is covering. If it is a 2D object, then that space is known as the area. If it is a 3D object, then that space covered is said to be the volume. So before we move forward, if we don't know what 2D and 3D is, we cannot differentiate between area and volume. So let's have a look at what basically 2D and 3D shape is. So if we talk about 2D and 3D shape, 2D shapes are basically those shapes which have 2 dimensions, whereas 3D shapes are those shapes which has 3 dimensions. The letter D over here actually refers to dimensions. So what is basically dimensions? First of all, let's draw out any 2D shape over here. So let me draw here a rectangle. So if you see over here, what do I mean by dimensions? We know that in this shape we have 2 styles of sides. One is the lying side, in which we say that this is the resting side. ये side जो है rest कर रही है, आराम कर रही है, लेटी हुई है. Whereas we also have a standing side which is standing, which is vertical. We say that the lying side or the resting side is said to be the x-axis, whereas the standing side is said to be the y-axis. So if you see here in the 2D shape, we are having 2 dimensions, x and the y. Or in other words, we can say that this shape is covering space horizontally and vertically. चौड़ाई और लंबाई में ये जो शेप है ये स्पेस कवर कर रही है. Let's take another example. Let me draw Another shape. Let's take a triangle shape over here now. So if you look over here in this triangle shape, again we have a lying side and we have a standing side. So basically this shape is covering space horizontally. अगर हम देखें तो ये जो shape है ये horizontally भी space cover कर रही है और ये vertically यानी ऊपर की तरफ भी space cover कर रही है. Similarly, it's going to have two dimensions again, x and the y axis. Talking about the 3D shapes are a little bit different from these. 3D shapes are actually those shapes which has 3 dimensions. So what do I mean by 3 dimensions first? So if you look over here, let's take an example of a cube. So if you look here on the cube, you can see that we have space covered in 3 dimensions. How? First of all, this shape is going to cover some space horizontally. This shape is going to cover some space vertically, and this shape is also covering some space backwards. What you can do over here is you can take out your first 3 fingers, your thumb, your first finger and your middle finger, and align them in such a way that you get these arrows like 90-degree perpendicular. So you see that the standing part is basically your y-axis, the lying part is your x-axis, and the part coming out, the part of the shape coming out is basically your z-axis. So if you see here, mostly the things around us, like if you look at the carpet, you look at yourself, your table, your chair, your books, your pencil, your TV, your laptop, everything around you, even the mobile in your hand, everything is 3D. 2D shapes are actually fixed inside the wall. अगर हम वाइट बोर्ड पे देखें और अगर मैं आपको वाइट बोर्ड पे कोई शेप ड्रॉ करके दूँ लाइक स्क्वायर, रेक्टेंगल, तो वो शेप 2D है क्योंकि वो किसी चीज़ के अंदर है. बट इफ़ आई एम स्टिकिंग अ कार्ड ऑन अ वॉल, अगर मैं कोई कार्ड दीवार पे चिपका रही हूँ तो वो देखने में तो 2D लगेगी लेकिन वो एक्चुअली 3D है क्योंकि उसकी लंबाई भी है, उसकी बेसिकली कैन से उसकी चौड़ाई भी है और उसकी कुछ थिकनेस भी है. दैट थिकनेस इज़ एक्चुअली योर z axis, right? So look at yourself, your height is basically your y axis, your width, आप कितने how आपकी चौड़ाई कितनी है, that's your x axis, and how fat you are, that's your basically z axis. That's the way we define 2D and 3D shapes. So let's proceed towards how to calculate the area, or what are going to be the area formulas for different shapes. So these were actually the most common shapes we have learned in our lower classes, basically the square, the rectangle, the circle and the triangle. And we have also gone through their areas. So when we need to calculate the space covered by a square, we just need to multiply side multiplied by side, because we know that all the sides of a square are equal. If one side is 5 centimeters, the other will also be 5, the other will also be 5, and so 5. So all the sides of a square is going to be the same. So to calculate the area of a square, we just need to multiply side multiplied by side. When we talk about the rectangle, we know that the longest part or the lying part is known as the length and the standing part is known as the breadth. So to calculate the area of a rectangle, we will just have to multiply length multiplied by breadth. And we know that the opposite sides are equal. So ये और ये sides बराबर हैं और ये और ये sides, this breadth is equal to this part. Circle area is a little bit changed. There is a constant involved, that's pi. So to calculate the area of a circle, we need to have this pi r square, where pi is the constant value 3.142, and r is actually the radius. That radius is actually the distance from the center to the arc length or to the arc of a circle, right? That's the way we calculate the area of a circle. Let's go forward to calculate the area of a triangle. So to calculate the area of a triangle, we have the formula half base multiplied by height, where base is actually the horizontal part or the resting part, and the height is going to be the distance from the base to the top of the triangle or the tip of the triangle. That is actually the height. So these were the simple formulas which we have gone through earlier. So basically, let's go to an application question to test how do we calculate area of such a shape. So here we are given a question regarding how to calculate the area of this complex shape when we have two or more shapes joined together. So we have a composite or a complex shape. If you see over here, we have two shapes joined together here. We have a rectangle and we have a triangle shape here. So let's start. First, we're going to calculate the area of the rectangle shape, and then we will calculate the area of this triangle shape, and then we will add up both of the areas. So let's start with the first step. So to calculate the area of a the rectangle, this part, we need to know the formula first. So the formula is length multiplied by breadth. We know that the length is going to be the longest part, the line or the resting part, that is basically 5 centimeters, and the breadth is going to be the standing part, that is actually 3 centimeters. So basically 5 multiplied by 3 is equals to 15 centimeters square, because we have actually multiplied two values. 5 और 3 मल्टीप्लाई होकर हमें 15 देते हैं, लेकिन ये 5 और 3 अकेले नहीं थे, they had centimeter along with them. So centimeters multiplied centimeters gives a centimeter square. So whenever there is a square on the unit, you must recognize कि वो area की value है. This was the first area. Now let's come towards the second part. Let's calculate the area of a triangle. To calculate the area of a triangle, we have the formula that is basically half base multiplied by height. So let's check out what is base and what is height first. So basically, base is the part of a shape of a triangle on which the whole shape stand, जिस पे पूरी shape stand करे, जो कि बुनियाद है, we call it the base. This is going to be the base. अगर हम ये देखें, जो base है ये actually rectangle का part है, और अगर हम ये देखें, ये part जो है ये सामने वाली length के बिल्कुल opposite है, which is actually 5 centimeter. So if this is 5 centimeters, this will also be 5 centimeters, and so the base is going to be 5 centimeters. Coming towards the height, it's very obvious that the height of a triangle is actually 6 centimeters. So height is equals to 6 centimeters. Now let's write down all the values in place of B and H. So again, half multiplied by B is going to be 5 and H is actually 6. So again, half multiplied by 5 6 is 30. We will end up with 30 upon 2, which is actually equals to 15 centimeters. Let me rewrite it again to make it clear. So if you look over here, we got half into 30, so 1/30 is 30, 30 upon 2. So if I divide 30 upon 2, I'm going to get 15 centimeters square as the area of a triangle. Now the last step is we need to add up both the areas. Area of a rectangle. Let me just erase the screen off. So basically area of rectangle plus area of triangle. We know that the area of a rectangle is actually 15 centimeter square plus area of a triangle is also 15 centimeter square, and so we get 30 centimeter square as the area of this whole shape. This was just a revision about whatever we have done earlier. So now let's go towards a different link and just have a look at what basically parallelogram shape is. So now we're going to explore basically what parallelogram is and how it was formed and how we can actually calculate the area of a parallelogram. So let's zoom in. So yes, basically this is going to be a parallelogram. Parallelogram, if you look at this word parallelogram, it is actually made up of two words. One is the word parallel and the other word is gram. So parallel is actually, if you look at this word parallel, so parallel means two lines are opposite to one another. First thing, they are basically having the same distance between themselves and they are traveling in the same direction. Such a line is said to be parallel line. So basically this shape parallelogram is made up of parallel lines. So let's explore that out first. If you look over here, we have two parallel lines here. This was the first pair of parallel line. This is the first pair of parallel line and this is the second pair of parallel line. So if you look over here, I have used these arrows. So for the purple part I have used single arrow and for the orange part I have used double arrows. So you can see that basically to represent one pair, if मुझे अगर एक पेयर दिखाना है, एक ऐसी चीज़ को दिखाना है, I'm gonna use single arrow. But when I want to show many or different pair of parallel lines, I'm gonna use double arrows. So if you look over here, when I'm using this double arrow over here, this shows that they are same, and when I'm using single arrow, this shows that I'm referring to these two lines. So basically parallel lines are those lines which are just opposite to one another. They're traveling in same direction and the distance between the two lines are just the same. बिल्कुल डिस्टेंस बिल्कुल सेम है. अगर यहाँ पे 5 सेंटीमीटर्स है तो यहाँ पर भी 5 होगा और मतलब तमाम लाइंस जो हैं बिल्कुल इक्वली ट्रैवल करेंगी, इक्वली डिस्टेंस के साथ ट्रैवल करेंगी एंड दे आर ऑपोजिट टू वन अनदर. वन मोर थिंग इज दीज लाइंस नेवर मीट. So when I'm drawing these two lines, if you look here, keep on extending these two lines and these lines will never meet. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि लाइन यहाँ से आ रही है, यहाँ से आ रही है और वो मीट कर रही है. ये लाइंस पैरेलल लाइंस नहीं कहलाएंगी बिकॉज पैरेलल लाइंस कभी भी मिलती नहीं हैं, right? These are some of the properties of parallel lines. So basically parallelogram shape is made up of parallel lines. They have actually two pairs of parallel lines. One is this and the other one is this. So to differentiate I can use double arrows, I can use triple arrows. अगर दो pairs हैं तो मैं एक pair के लिए single arrow use कर सकती हूँ and for the another pair I can use double arrows, and if I have another pair I can use triple arrows. This is the way we are going to show the connections between the lines. You can see that basically these are some of the properties. You can also now change and play with this. You can all see however I stretch, whatever I do, the sides are going to be the same. There is one more thing in parallelogram. पैरेललोग्राम की जो ऑपोजिट साइड्स होती हैं, दे आर ऑलवेज द सेम. व्हाट डू आई मीन बाय दैट? आई मीन टू से that this side and this side, they are opposite to one another, so this will be the same. If one side is 5, the other side, the opposite side will also be 5. What if I'm talking about this side? If this is 10 centimeters, this will also be 10. So this shows that opposite sides are always equal. Moving forward, now comes the main part, the area of parallelogram. So before we get to the area of a parallelogram, let's look at how basically parallelogram was formed. So let's assume that once upon a time there was a rectangle shape. And somebody just cut this rectangle shape so that it is going to be a right angle triangle in the corner. So you see here there was a rectangle shape, and this rectangle shape was cut so that from the corner that a small right angle triangle was cut. So after cutting, what happened? We had a rectangle shape looking like this, and we had a right angle triangle like this. So what happened is basically this right angle triangle was taken in front of the shape and was stuck with the glue in front of this so in front of this incomplete rectangle. So let's take this triangle and put it in front of this like this. So if you see here now, we have got a new shape. So let's look at this. Let's highlight it first. So this shape is nothing but a basically parallelogram shape, and this was how we actually got a parallelogram shape. So first step, take a rectangle, cut that rectangle from the corner so that you're getting a right angle triangle. When you get that, cut it, then take the right angle triangle and put it in front of that cut shape, and you will get a parallelogram shape. So for those who are watching my video, you can just do this. Take a paper, draw a rectangle, cut the rectangle from the corner such that you have a right angle triangle with you, and stick it in front of this incomplete shape, and you will get, or you will end up with a parallelogram shape. So this is how we got a parallelogram shape. So now let's come towards the formula, because I was just telling this to you to bring you towards the formula. So what is going to be the formula for parallelogram? First of all, we know that this parallelogram shape is made up of which shape? It is actually made up of rectangle. And what was the formula for the area of a rectangle? Yes, you're right. It was actually length multiplied by breadth. If you notice, it is actually the same shape. पैरेललोग्राम और रेक्टेंगल में कोई डिफरेंस तो है ही नहीं, क्योंकि पैरेललोग्राम एक्चुअली रेक्टेंगल से ही बना है और हमने उसमें मज़ीद कुछ ऐड किया भी नहीं है, सिर्फ शेप को थोड़ा सा हमने चेंज किया है. सो बेसिकली इफ़ यू लुक ओवर हियर, everything is going to be the same. The formula for the rectangle is length multiplied by breadth, right? And we know that the parts of parallelogram, अगर ये हमारे पास लेंथ है तो यहाँ पे जो ये वाली पार्ट है, इन दैट वी कॉल इट बेस ऑफ अ पैरेललोग्राम. And if this is the breadth, we can't call this side the breadth, क्योंकि ये अगर हम ये देखें तो ये स्लैंटिंग पार्ट है. तो ब्रेथ अगर हम देखें यहाँ पर तो ये एक्चुअली इस शेप की हाइट भी है. सो ब्रेथ ओवर हियर विल बी एक्चुअली द हाइट ऑफ दिस पैरेललोग्राम. दिस एक्चुअली फ्रॉम द टॉप to the base. राइट। बेस से लेके शेप की टॉप तक जो भी हाइट हो, जो भी लेंथ है, वी कॉल इट द हाइट. So if I just follow this statement, length in the breadth, and just put the values instead, मुझे पता है कि यहाँ पे पैराग्राम में लेंथ जो है वो यहाँ पे बेस है, और जो ब्रेथ है that is actually the height. So the formula for the parallelogram is actually base multiplied by height. That's the formula for the area of a parallelogram. So as we have looked into this, that the area of a parallelogram is basically base into height. So now let's calculate the area by using this concept. So let's look at the question. A parallelogram has a base of 6 meter. So we have the base B as 6 meters, and we have the height that is 3 meters high. That is the height. So that's actually the height of the parallelogram. We need to calculate the area. So we know that the area of a parallelogram is basically base multiplied by height. So base is actually 6, height is actually 3, so it is actually 18 meters square, right? That's the way we calculate the area of a parallelogram. Now let's come and talk about the perimeter. So what is the perimeter? So as we define area is the space covered by an object. Perimeter is the distance around the shape. For example, let's take this rectangle shape first again. Let's suppose there's a man and he's walking around this rectangle shape. So he goes all the way from here, and back to the place where he started. So actually this is the perimeter, the distance around this rectangle shape, या इस rectangle shape के आसपास borders पे कितना distance है, that is actually the perimeter. So if I want to calculate the perimeter or the distance run or walked by this man, I must know if this is 10 centimeters and this is 5 centimeters. What will I do? I will add 10 plus 5 plus 10 plus 5. That's the way I calculate the distance, right? So it's just the same over here in the case of parallelogram. If you're given the sides here, so let's take an example. So we have a parallelogram shape. Let's suppose this is actually 5 centimeters. And this is actually 6 centimeters. So that is going to be the perimeter of this parallelogram. I'm going to add this side. I know that this side is 5, so this side will also be 5 centimeters. If this side is 6, this side will also be 6 centimeters. So basically 5 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6. So 5 plus 5 is 10, 6 plus 6 is 12. So 10 plus 12 is actually 22 centimeters only. We will not make a centimeter square as we are only adding the values. So we haven't multiplied. It will simply be there as centimeters. So this was all about basically how to calculate the area of a parallelogram. We just spoke about basically what an area and a volume is. We spoke and we just discussed that basically area is always referred for the 2D shapes and volume is referred for the 3D shapes. Whereas we also defined that basically 2-dimensional shapes is basically those shapes which has the x and the y axis, and 3D shapes are those shapes which has 3 axes, the x, the y and the z. Then we looked and we summarized basically how to find out the area of simple figures like circle, triangle, rectangle, square, and then we looked into detail like how basically parallelogram was formed, how to calculate its area, the formula, how to calculate the area of a parallelogram using the values given to us, Then we also look at the perimeter of the parallelogram. So that was up with the class today. I hope you guys enjoyed the lecture. Take care. Allah Hafiz.